Bit of a cold ride this morning. Time to get some heated gloves.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. Hope you're enjoying the channel and a series of videos. Please like, share, subscribe, leave loads of comments below. Check out the website at RevelatorAlf.com. So I'm just about to go out on my heroic Harley, the Sport Glide, on a morning ride here. And it's a bit of frost in the air. There's actually a bit of ice on the cars this morning. But I've just got through the post some heated gloves, there we go, from a Gerbing. I always say Gerbing, I always mispronounce that for some reason, but there we go, Gerbing. And these came through the post, got a good deal on them actually online, and do you know what? The build quality on these are really good. Knuckles and armour on the back, padding on the front, it's got the wiring all the way through it, and you know what? These are battery operated as well. I was never sure whether to go for the ones connected to the actual bike or battery operated. I'd go for battery operated because most of the journeys are going to be short distance. If I'm going to go on a long distance one, really long distance, I think I'd buy another pair that are actually connected to the bike. But short distance are great. But actually, you could already tell these are really nice winter weight gloves, and they are just without the heating, they're going to keep your hands nice and warm as well. So let's go check them out. Okay, so these are the Gerbing XR7s. It's got the battery pack here, and basically if you look inside, you've got a little pouch where you stick them in. So basically all you do, connect it up, stick it in the pouch like that, zip it away. That's it, it's clear. Then all you do is just press it on. You've basically got three settings, low, medium and high. The high setting lasts for 2 hours. The medium setting, I think it's 4 hours. And the low setting should last for about 8 hours. But you know what batteries are like, you know. Need to be fully charged. But I'll say what I'm going to do, I'm going to test them without the heating on first of all. And then test them with. But I'll say, they look like good quality, waterproof as well. So far, impressed with the build quality. I like this. Good for my endurance riding. Good for riding on the Harley Sport Glide in all kinds of weather throughout the winter as well. I'm looking forward to this.
Right, and off we go. So with these Gerbing XR7 gloves, look at those wonderful things. I'm just going to ride with them. Now, what is it now? It's just about 5 degrees. The temperature's come up a little bit since I got up this morning. And it's, what time is it? Just after 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's not too bad. It's Sunday morning, but it's a little bit fresh. Now, I'm just going to ride without the batteries turned on, or without the gloves turned on. And I've got to say, I can already tell that these are a lot warmer than your standard glove. Okay, that you can feel they're a little bit more insulated. There's a bit more packing in there. It's got good mobility, but you know, now what I would say as well, now I opted for, I usually have extra large gloves, but you know what, I actually wanted to go for just the next size up, XXL, and I found these online on eBay, and they were there for a reasonable price. You know, I think these normally retail about 140, 150 pounds, something like that. I can't even remember actually, maybe a bit more, 180 pounds. But I got these for just under 100. So you know, in comparative terms, I got a steal. The reason why I went for a little bit bigger is that, remember me talking about this kind of thing in my previous videos, I wanted to have a little bit of an air pocket around my fingers, around my palm, just a little bit. So I took a punt really to see whether these would be too big for me or not. And actually, whilst they are very, very slightly on the bigger side, they're actually still fine. They've got a nice little visor wipe here. That's right. That's all good. And you know, they feel nice. They feel well built, well insulated. My hands just don't feel cold at all. Just looking out for the ice here on the road that might not have melted away as yet. My hands don't feel cold at all. In fact, they feel positively toasty. Quite nice. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait until I get out into the open road, and then I'm going to put these bad boys on and see how we go. Right, on the open road now, a little bit more. Just checking my temperature gauge here, and it's just about 1 degree now. So yeah, it is just above freezing. It is pretty parky. I've got my heavyweight coat on, jacket on. I've got my heated gloves, but I'm still wearing my non-insulated trousers. What a melon I really am. And yeah, I'm starting to get cold in the areas that you really don't want to get cold on. Right, anyway, enough of that. Let's just talk about these gloves, shall we? As I say, these are still non-heated right now, and yeah, you can feel a little bit of the cold. Of course you are. You're never going to be totally unprotected, but in general terms, without the batteries turned on, without them even turned on, they're a fine fit for me. That I feel comfortable, they're agile. I mean, I've still got full dexterity, you know, there's lots of movement, they're soft enough. Sometimes I find with these big heavyweight gloves for the winter, they're quite stiff, and you know, they're not exactly very good for controls, but these are really good, really good. Right, shall we see about turning these bad boys on, shall we? Right, now it's really easy. All you need to do is press the button there and they'll work. So let's do that. There's 1. There's 2. Oh, do you know what? They are working straight away. It is an odd sensation. I don't know if this is psychological or what, but I'm actually feeling a warming all around the fingers. And do you know this is where I suffer most? My fingers and the backs of my fingers. And this, I'm getting heat coming all the way around. And you keep on pressing the button to, you know, get different heat levels. As I said, you know, for the lower heat setting, you'll get 8 hours. For the upper, for the middle setting, you'll get 4 or 6 hours, and the high setting, you'll get sort of 2 hours maximum. Yeah, these are good. I like these. Right, it's 1 degree. Let me see about putting these on full blast. There we go. That's on red. That's on red. So green is low setting, amber is middle setting, and red is top setting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That feels really warm and toasty. Now obviously you've got to have these batteries really charged up all the time, so there is the faff in that. But as I say, without the batteries working, without them connected, is absolutely fine. You don't even feel the batteries are there. That's the great thing about them. They're on the insides here. You don't feel them. But these are working really well. I'm very impressed, I've got to say. Right, on we go. Now the test is going to be actually getting these in the cold air, which I am. I haven't got any wind deflectors on. Now if you've got wind deflectors on your bike, that's going to assist even more, of course. You know, if you've got bar mitts on, that's going to assist even more. But I suppose the true test of these heated gloves is actually to have naked, for want of a better word, you know, your hands directly in the airflow. They are good. All I can say is that they work really well. They're on the high setting. Look, the heat is not burning your hands or burning your fingers, so don't be under any illusion that these are roasting hot. However, they are keeping the cold at bay, and keeping your hands, you know, from tightening up in the cold. I like these a lot. Right, so that's it. I mean, what else can I say really, apart from me and the heroic Harley are going to be riding through the winter, and yeah, I'm not having to worry about my cold hands anymore with these battery operated heated gloves from Gerbing, or Gerbing, no, Gerbing, isn't it? Gerbing XR7s. Now all I would say is this: this is not really a review of these gloves. I suppose it is, but it isn't really. I suppose it's a review of all types of heated gloves. So if you've got good quality gloves, whether they're this make or another make, and they're battery operated, obviously you're going to be power limited and you're going to be time limited. However, if you want higher power and also you want for longer lasting, and you're going to go on a really long trip, you want to do like endurance rides like I do, or long distance rides, my suggestion is that you go for the gloves that are actually connected to the bike power source, the bike battery. It'll be a lot better option. But these are so much better for shorter distances, you know, 1 or 2 hour journeys and less. They're comfortable, they're easy, you know, and you just slot them in, away you go. All you have to do is just charge up the batteries once a day or once every couple of days or whatever. But fun. Right, anyway, that's it. That's me for today. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like, share, subscribe, leave loads of comments below. Check out the website at RevelatorAlf.com, and me and the heroic Harley Scaramanga will be riding off into the cold a little bit more, but at least my hands will be nice and warm. Ta-da now.